Who actually built the biggest women's brands? Do you even know? Well, in this video, this is both for men and women because I was super fascinated about this. Of course, I went to my favorite source of truth, ChatGPT, to pull up what I'm going to cover in this video of who actually built the biggest women's brands in the world. And that's what I'm going to get into, specifically citing from fragrance to makeup to high fashion to luxury conglomerates and raising capital. All right. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Kane. I'm the Silver Bachelor. This channel is 100% dedicated to dating advice for older guys and the women that want to understand it. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, hit the subscribe button and the notification button because I'm dropping videos every week. Woo! All right. But first, I'm creating a new clothing line called Silver is Sexy. That's right. Silver is sexy. And the reason why I was inspired to create this clothing line is to help you be the most interesting man in the room. We all agree that dating apps suck, all right? And my clothes are going to make it so easy for you to meet people organically, whether you're at a party, you're at a restaurant, bar, it doesn't matter. And we're talking premium, but attention-grabbing pieces. A couple of pieces I want to highlight that I'm going to include in my collection is a cowboy hat. That's right. Silver Bachelor is creating a cowboy hat that is going to be kick-ass. All right. It's going to be premium 100X beaver felt with a hidden pocket. And when a dude walks into any place with a cowboy hat, it gets attention. So that's one of the reasons why. Plus, if you're bald like me or you're self-conscious of your lack of hair, whatever, you can wear this. So the cowboy hat is also going to have a hidden pocket. And damn, you can have a lot of fun with this. And you can have people guess how much money you have in there, as an example, in exchange for some drinks. So the leather jacket that I'm creating, that's another one, is going to be, it's Cafe Racer inspired with full ribbing on the sleeves, thick zippers, lambskin, awesome stuff. So if you want to learn more about that, a couple pieces you'll see on my website so far is just click on the link in the description and you can use the coupon code to get 20% off. I'm giving that away, 20% off for my first 100 customers. Just use VIP 100. All right, let's get into this video. So who actually built the world's biggest women's brands? And you probably don't know this. I didn't know this, and I just decided to just randomly go to my source of truth, ChatGPT, and ask some questions. So number one, let's cover makeup. Makeup, 70% of all the big makeup brands have been created by men. Estee Lauder, Revlon, Max Factor, Maybelline, just to name a few, and 7 out of the top 10 global makeup brands were all founded and co-founded by men. Number two, fragrance. That's 80 to 90% of fragrance brands were created by men. And a couple of names, just to drop a few that were created by men: Dior, YSL, Yves Saint Laurent, Calvin Klein, Versace, Armani. All right. So 8 or 9 of the top 10 women's fragrance houses were created by men. Number three, high fashion. Let's talk about this. 9 out of 10 iconic women's fashion houses were founded and created by men. For example, Dior, Versace, Armani, Louis Vuitton, Balenciaga, I can't pronounce the fucking name of this one. Givenchy, whatever. You get my drift, right? So 85 to 90% of the high fashion houses were created by men. Number four, luxury conglomerates. All of them were put together by men. The largest parent companies behind the women's brands: LVMH, Kering, Estee Lauder companies, all of them founded by men. Number five, capital and scaling. 90% all had to do with men. Historically, over 90% of brand financing, factories, distribution networks are all controlled and run by men, all the way from the 1900s straight up until today. So, it's interesting why I decided to do this video is because I just thought it was interesting of like, okay, women complain about the patriarchy. They complain about everything's run by men, but yet they are not doing much themselves. Okay. More women are graduating from university and colleges today than men, but they're still not creating much. when it comes to inventions, women have had the ability to create patents, right? To get a patent since 1700s. They've been able to get patents, but yet they're not inventing anything. If you look at the top 10 inventions done by women, the only ones that basically stand out that they actually invented, they weren't part of a larger invention. They did not invent Wi-Fi, by the way. They invented some kind of module, whatever that had to do with Wi-Fi. But the inventions that stand out to me in the top 10, okay? Imagine this, top 10 greatest inventions ever by women include a retractable dog leash, Kevlar, okay? The incubator, that's a good one. The baby incubator, yes, okay, give them that one. That's fantastic. So those are the 3 out of the 10. The other ones are so basically, they're part of a larger invention, but nothing really that is so impacting to humanity. And men invented everything else. You name it, men have invented it, from engines, HVAC, heating, cooling, all kinds of things. Women only invented basically maybe small little additional pieces to a greater system, but I'm talking the full greater system, all the luxuries we enjoy today, especially women, and yet women complain about the patriarchy. They complain about it's a man's world. And yet, ladies, if it wasn't for us, you wouldn't have water, you wouldn't have electricity, you wouldn't have homes, you wouldn't have cars, planes, all these things, right? And so you wouldn't even have your makeup and your fragrances and your high fashion if it wasn't for us men. Okay, that's my point. Anyways, hope you like this video. We'll see you next time.